Al-Junaid says he learned his spiritual way by watching a cat that was observing a mouse hole. Each time the ego pops up, zap it. Because each time it succeeds, it becomes stronger and fatter. Just zap it. Do not give it any excuse, because it is always your enemy. Every single time, whatever story it tells you, it's always your enemy. And it is always in your interest, without exception, to zap it. And then you'll feel happiness. Not the happiness that the ego promised you, but something that is more real and more lasting. And then you will find that things become easier. And this is part of the blessing of Ramadan, that as we fast and make this big effort, other things kind of become easier. Or at what other time of the year would we go to the masjid and pray rak'ah after rak'ah after rak'ah, listening to the noise of the air conditioning and with the crowd? That's a commitment. Ramadan fortifies us for that. Why? Because we have this mujahada. That's an important lesson. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Those who struggle for our sake, Allah says, we will guide them to our paths. In other words, you make this effort, catch the mouse, chase the mouse away, overcome the lower self, stab the ego with the bloody knives of mujahada, as Imam Al-Junaid says, and things will get easier for you. All of these things in religion, which are quite abundant and formidable, they will become easier. Allah's boundaries will become your natural boundaries. You won't even think of going near them, because you will be given this joy of guidance. And then there will be inward gifts. Man zayyana zahirahu bil mujahada hassana Allahu sara'irahu bil mushahada. Whoever adorns his outward nature by overcoming his ego and complying with the divine intention for human beings, Allah will make his inward self beautiful through witnessing. So mujahada leads to mushahada. This is from Abu Ali al-Daqqaq radiallahu anh. What it means is overcome the ego, and what you really are will start to open its eyes and become itself. Normally you're sitting on it, squashing it, throwing your rubbish on it. It's kind of obscured. But the mushahada, which here means looking around and not seeing stuff, but seeing what Allah is making and doing, and His beauty and His majesty and His commandments in everything, having a really rich and extraordinary deep view of things. That's the meaning of mushahada, to see not the world but creation. This is the gift of mujahada, and this is where we should be moving in Ramadan, to look at things differently, not as something that trees that you can pick fruit from, but what is the tree? Who made the tree? Why is it so orderly? Why does it obey these extraordinary things? Why is it so beautiful? That's the mushahada that the mujahada leads to. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these difficult times make us forgiving people, make us mild people, make us people who overcome the ego rather than point to the antics of the egos of others, and inshallah grant us this mushahada so that all of our deen and dunya becomes a delight, because we just see Allah's action in all things.